Welcome to another Baka commentary video. In this video will be me giving basically my overview of basically what technical content creation has been for 2024 as overall in my opinion. And hopefully you guys have a great 2024. Enjoyed this 2020 technology content as majority of the all the review and launches have already done, and you enjoy my analysis and impression on it. And basically I am now going in the content world. The first type of category that I see that is getting quite a good amount of content creators are resorting to is the rage bait, clickbait art, where those headlines or thumbnails are intentionally outlandish or annoying, are targeting towards an audience to annoy them, like a brand fanboy and Intel AMD fanboy, where they just go, where they are hardcore fans and they are there, where they intentionally go, "Oh, Intel fanboy, you're wrong," or AMD is this whatever fucking shit. Because yeah, or you have the certain content creators be like they have paid by the brand in question to just be make positive, glorified marketing videos slash content for the brand and just be a PR machine for the brand. And as well as another quite majority of the community, in fact, is in the segment of personal bias clouding their judgment. So, let's first talk about the first category, which is a lot of content creators use outlandish things, say outlandish things to get attention. I think we all know what is the best culprit as an example of this, which is user benchmark, which is notorious for bending over backwards to make Intel CPUs look good and downplay AMD's any positives and inflate the negatives. Meanwhile, Intel, their positives, they make it borderline cartoonish. And as for the negatives, they downplay it as much as possible, which is completely opposite to AMD, where they downplay AMD's positive and try and make it like not as significant and meanwhile any downside that AMD has is like played up again for the lows to be absolute so that they can get people say why do these content creators do this. They do this so that they can get those clicks and views, which is short term great for the channel slash web pages that do these things. They're great for, but this is inevitably the thing. But eventually those rage baiting, a lot of these pissy content, long term they don't have a lot of shelf life, and you end up with a lot of those websites slash content creators end up either deleting or just privatizing those content because they just age like milk. Which again leads to the next category of tech content creators, which is sponsored paid review, paid showcases. The YouTubers that are in this category, in my opinion, is NBA HD, Marcus Brownlee, Austin Evan, Dave 2D. What do these guys have in common? Those guys, they get review units from the brands themselves, and they're basically not really reviewers. They're more like tech influencers, which is becoming quite a lot of people, a lot of the content creators slash websites are now becoming, as they're basically too afraid to say anything negative that is really going to damage their relationship with the vendor without the brand's first-hand approval, and or the only time that there are even negatives about the content is when the community kind of will back them up, or the brand's like, yeah, we cleared with our PR guys, our marketing guy, yeah. We know we screwed it. Just go make the bad negative content to be the spy of this tech content creators. So these guys are very backstabbing to you, the viewership and the consumer of the tech content creation and the tech industry. As one, they're always the on the leash by the product slash company that pay their bill, and they have be given no independence to say or do what they want, because they just cannot do that under the tech influencer category. And yeah, as well as this then goes into the next category, which is quite a lot of the tech community and even some tech content creators, which is their personal bias is going to cloud them. And as a result, they do stupid things like the retired YouTuber Tech Deal, doing some future proofing for absolute ridiculous amount of money, which for telling his community to go buy bad bang for buck, or just clearly stuff that's inferior for quite a lot of users that they will not use, or by the time they will use it, it's better for them to just ditch that current computer and just go buy a new computer or tech device. And yeah, as well as, and again, and if you kind of disagree with his content, he'll be like, oh, you're a budget tech guy then clearly you're not the target audience, which again I think led to his downfall of Tech Deal, where he basically eventually his current audience accepted him for what it is, and some gradually left, and he just kept bleeding viewers, and eventually Tech Deal was forced to basically fire all his presenters and his editors, and he has basically disappeared off the face of YouTube. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, you have someone that thrived off of the clouded judgment, thanks to the community, because, Frame Chaser. Frame Chaser, he started off being the YouTuber that optimized it for the budget, mid, high, and ultra high end, but as time moved on, especially in 2024, Frame Chaser really hammered down onto the high end, ultra high end users, which really wanted to optimize already that overkill gaming production rigs, and a lot of time it had its problem. But again, for Frame Chaser, his judgment eventually became clouded by the ultra enthusiast community, and eventually he kicked out and banned a lot of the low to mid and even some of the high end gamers slash focused viewership. And ever since, again, he is kind of right now in the phase of he is still getting people to grow, but eventually I think Frame Chaser and a lot of content creators that do these content, they will see growth, and then once people, and then it would stop, stagnate, and then, because why a lot of time, not a lot of people do agree with the views, and a lot of time they will unsubscribe or they just stop watching them, and you have end up with a lot of subscribers that are just, they're there, but or they're hoping that you make content that they want to watch again. Again, this category is indeed the biggest community, where community slash individual opinion can really mold the content creators or the individuals thing and make some stupid choices. But shout outs to YouTubers, content creators like Hardware Unbox, Gamers Nexus, where they have biased opinion and they work their tech content like slim as possible to try and keep themselves alive. And good on you two for being the setting the benchmark for the neutral reviews, that you are unbiased towards any brand, and you will shit on a brand for being shit, and you will praise them equally and shit on them when they have their ups and downs. Anyway, that's my analysis / opinion on the state of content creation in 2024. I hope you liked the video. If you do like the video, do the typical like, share, subscribe thing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And no, this video is not going to be the last video of the 2024. I will still be making more content for the year 2024, and I'll look forward to creating more tech content from until whenever I like keep making content. And anyway, this is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video.